Okay, Lee Wessler, calling meeting to order. Could everybody say their name for the recording? Who's here?
Jean
This is
Pillow.
Jordan.
Crystal Adams.
Yep. Grace Jacobson.
Ruby Sinkowski.
Okay.
And Jordan,
No.
correct?
Yeah, I said Jordan. Jordan.
Oh, all right. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Okay, back to Lee Wessler, no seating of alternates. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes from last month?
I'll move to approve the minutes.
I need to, if you look in the group chat, I added the link. I downloaded the last Zoom meeting to the Town of Woodstock YouTube channel, and that link needs to be added to the minutes.
What?
The link to the meeting that was recorded.
Yeah.
last
No.
I can
But
email you the link, Grace, if that's better.
Okay. I already forwarded. All right. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. No worries.
Okay. Any other discussion or anyone have a motion?
I'll move to, now I'm blanking on the word. What do we approve? Approve the minutes as amended.
Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, Crystal Adams.
Crystal
seconds.
Adams
Any dis-
seconds.
I think
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any
Yeah.
opposed? Okay, minutes passed.
Retarded.
Um,
Do we have enough for a quorum to have a meeting?
yeah,
Yes.
we have 5 people.
Okay.
I count
Okay,
six.
Chairman's report, just thank you, everybody, for bearing with the adjustments we have to make. Treasurer's report, anything different from last month?
No, it's still 9242 because the check for the woman that did the pollinators will not go out until this week, as that system has changed slightly. It has to go through the selectmen to sign it, but I was told that it would definitely go out this week. So then it would bring us down to 6242, and the special, of course, is still 216110.
Okay, any questions for the treasurer?
Ruby,
Yeah?
did we have to pay an extra expense to have the second domain name for the website?
Well, I was waiting to, I guess, for it to be on an other, but if you want to talk about it now, yes, if we want to do the shorter name, which is what was put on the pencils, it turns out that it's $42.34 for 2 years for the domain, but it's also $21.25 because you have to do 2 years of privacy. So it's $63.59 plus tax for 2 years.
Why do we need both of them? Why can't we just get rid of the long one and keep the short
The
one?
other one was paid for before the transfer over to the new website.
Yeah.
So it came due before that, and automatically when Beth had it, it renewed in November. So it's good. It's pointed now at the shorter name. So anyone who has it bookmarked in the longer version will be shifted to the shorter one until November 2021. So it's paid for. You know, you don't
Well,
get.
couldn't they just credit our account and give us the new one?
I could check on that. I didn't check on that.
Why would
What
you
if-
change it? Why not leave it as it is, the shorter one? That's what we were dealing with.
Well, the long one, and we have the
Let me
short
say
one,
it
right?
again.
Hey,
Okay.
Pete, say your name before you talk.
Ruby Sinkowski. We originally had the long name. When I came in and I was shopping for what would be a good web builder and good to transfer on to anybody, so I just did a freebie with using the short name because the long name was in use and I didn't want to take it offline so I could search for things. So I made a short name. So then when we went to publish, I guess my freebie lasted longer than I thought, and they done me just recently to pay for the short name. And I said, oh, well, everybody's used to the long name. I'll just stick with the long name. And then I sent that out to everybody. And then I got response back that no, I like the short name, got response back about the pencils and other considerations. So everybody seems to like the short name better. Fine and good. This is what it'll cost to have the short name for it'll be $63.59 plus tax to have the short name for 2 years. The long name was already paid for and doesn't expire until November 2021. I can call them and see if they will kill it and give us some money back. But if not, it's a good thing to have for people who knew the old name. And they'll use it and they'll get directed to the new name.
This is Jean Pillow.
Okay,
Ruby,
go ahead.
It's not uncommon to have 2 names, a long one and a short one. And you can have GoDaddy bill you on an annual basis and cut that cost in half.
Sure, you know, but I don't.
If we need to stay in budget.
And then I was going to add that this doesn't expire. The short name doesn't expire till June 9th. Even then, that's not into the next fiscal year, but it's on my credit card and I can just hold off billing to the fiscal year in July. It's not a big deal.
Okay, basically, this is Grace. Basically, we have like $62 left. My question is, Woodstock, what's on the pencils was the original name.
Oh.
I'm not understanding where the long name came from.
Grace,
or when that was.
Bet may have started up with the long name and then created a second URL, which was linked to the other name. And I do that from the websites I administer. I have the thansribasingpartnership.org, which is a really long thing, and I have trpg.org.
This is Ruby. You can guess what she did. I know what she did. She only had the long name. She didn't have any other URL. I created the short name just to have a different thing to practice the website on. That's where that came from. The original name was always the long name.
Well, it wasn't when I made the pencils. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I changed. So I changed that. And so you went with the new name, which is what, you know, I thought we were doing, and I didn't realize that I thought it had been paid for 2 years. But, you know, I thought I had switched it out to the short name and we had paid for it. Done. But they said no, that the long name had been paid for in November, and I had only gotten a freebie on the other one, and I would have to pay for each domain name.
Well, whatever the issue is, this is Grace again. I do have $62 left in the account until the end of June. So we certainly can reimburse you for whatever it is you need to pay for.
In July.
In that amount.
I'll bill it in, yeah, it's going to be over $62. So I'll hold on to the bill and I will submit it. And
well, this is Lee. We might as well use what's in our budget for this year to pay as much as we can to you.
Okay, so you want to owe me whatever extra dollars are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, because if we don't use what's in the budget, we lose it. So, you know.
Okay, not a problem. So if everybody's in agreement, I'll just go ahead and do it and shoot you the bill so you have plenty of time to process it within this.
Sounds good. This is Jordan. Why don't you see if you can cut in half to have them bill us annually, like Jean said.
What does it matter?
I don't know.
It's so little, and I have to remember to pay a bill. I'd rather it go 2 years personally.
I guess so, yeah, okay.
On a
Sorry.
budget.
Jordan, sorry.
Ruby. I guess it's going.
Okay. Any other questions for Grace? Okay, we'll move on to old business.
You need to
So there was no DR.
accept the treasurer's report, please.
Yeah, well, we don't have to, we don't vote on it. It's just part of the agenda.
Okay, fine.
Okay, no DRC report. Do you have anything DRC wise, Gene?
No, planning and zoning, this is Jean, planning and zoning did not meet this month. I guess they're still working out some details about the legality of their meetings and public hearings or whatever. I saw something that Jeff Gordon posted on the local Facebook page saying they weren't meeting.
But did you get I forwarded you the link or the comments from Delia?
Oh, yeah, she has nothing else to do, I guess, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take them, that's her comments, her professional
Yeah.
staff comments. I mean, I wrote what I wrote. That was
Right.
our view of the
Yeah.
plan that based
Okay.
on our plan of open space and conservation.
Excuse, this is Ruby. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we reviewed last month. We reviewed possible
plan.
subdivision with the huts, and Jean wrote up her comments, and Delia Fay wrote back her comments on Jean's comments. So they received us, and we're part of their minutes, and Delia wrote her response
Okay.
to Jeff, to the P&Z.
Okay.
So it wasn't a waste of time.
Okay.
Crystal, anything open space?
No, we didn't meet in April.
Okay, and we just heard P&Z, there's no meeting there. Grace, anything Ag Commission?
No, they didn't meet either.
Okay. Jean, any comments on your pollinator pathway talk?
I wasn't the only one at the meeting, so I'd like to hear what Gordon and Ruby have to say.
Yeah, this is Ruby. I enjoyed it. I think it was fun.
This is Jordan. I thought it was a great meeting.
Well, I could tell you that there were 26 people logged into the program. Some of those people were multiple people at a computer station. Some of them were way outside of northeastern Connecticut. We had 2 people from Stonington involved and somebody from the Connecticut River
right?
area. So the word got out that we were having this workshop. Disappointed that there weren't more people from Woodstock participating, but we did have people from Thompson and Pomfret and Eastford, which was nice to see, and Ashford as well. There's going to be a backyard bio blitz for families to participate in that the Pollinator Pathway Group is organizing, and we can promote it here in Woodstock for families to go out and use iNaturalist on their phone, that app, to take pictures of pollinators in their yards during that period. It'd be a really great opportunity for families and their children to get out and really start to pay attention to the diversity of pollinators we have. We have a lot of people who want to be involved in the project, but they need a leader. And right now, the Conservation District is considering putting together a grant application that would allow our staff, which would either be me or Maura, to kind of spearhead something that down in the coastal region, but maybe have a couple hubs in other places of the state where we know there's interest, like Wyndham. We had people from Wyndham, 3 people from Wyndham were involved. And so we really think those that have discussed it with me feel that this is something that should be done more on a regional basis, but also individual towns. And it's just a very hard time to set up planning meetings because you can't meet. You know, you can only do Zoom meetings and stuff. It makes it harder. So, like I said, I wish there was more participation. I did get it in the Villager. I did send it to Linda Lemon at the Putnam Town Crier. I think I sent it to the Willimantic Chronicle, but I don't know if they carried it or not. I put it on all of the local Facebook pages. Crystal put it on the town Facebook page, and people were liking it, but they just didn't sign up. So I don't know if people just aren't accepting Zoom meetings yet, or if it's family time, or I can't explain why we didn't get better participation.
Do you want to repeat it in a few months?
Well, I have the PowerPoint. As a matter of fact, Ruby put it on the
It's
our
on
website.
the, yeah.
We have a pollinator pathway page on our website, and we recorded the presentation, and the presentation is up there. Anybody can watch it at their convenience, and people who watched it said that was great. I'm really interested in this. I got great feedback from the people who were participating because they were sending me chat messages. So I know that it was a very good message, but now to get those people to be catalysts to get pathways spreading out from their homes and stuff.
Well,
So,
then maybe, oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
It's Ruby, but maybe some other type of theme associated with it for a new meeting, like, you know, a focus, but then you kind of go over how you join again at that focus, whatever it would be.
Yeah, that's what was missing, that live contact and the sign-in sheet that you can have on the table for people to sign up. I think one of the part, at least for the presenter, Louise, she was really impressed when I pulled up the map of people who already signed up, which includes several people who are sitting here looking at me. But we had a number of people sign up in Woodstock already, and I was able to plot that on Google Map. And she was really impressed that we were that far along, considering the fact that we haven't been able to meet with people. Going forward, I think it'd be great to have the tabletop display set up at the transfer station once we're able to do that kind of stuff, with a sign-up sheet and people talking about the project, and getting the pledge form out there for people to download, and instructions what to do. But it was just really awkward to try to organize a big initiative like this at this time when getting together is kind of cut off. But I highly recommend anybody who didn't attend the meeting to go to our website, and when you have 45 minutes, watch Louise's presentation. It's really inspiring. She started it 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, 2017, down in Norwalk. She's the president of the Norwalk Watershed Association, Norwalk River Watershed Association. And she started it, like I said, 2017, and it now is in 90-something towns, going into New York State, and they call it the Hudson to Housatonic Project because there's just that many towns that are involved. And they came up with like real maps saying, okay, here's our open space. Here's a swath in between here. Let's get a whole bunch of people between here and here to sign up. And they were targeting areas and stuff. And then they did demonstration projects and stuff, which we can't do right now. But if there's an opportunity to work with the town beautification committee, do some fundraising and plant some pollinator shrubs at the town hall that are native, that's a great way to get the word out and really showcase what we can do with this project. And again, it's going to take feet on the ground. Like I'm on Smith Road, I'll go talk to my neighbors and get them to sign up, and then we'll get the whole road signed up, and connecting the open spaces that are here to the Wyndham Land Trust one at the end of the street. And there's another piece at the other end, a couple pieces at the other end of my street that are open space. So that's what we want, those linkages. So it's doable. It's just hard to do it now.
Yeah. Okay. Maura and Beth are not here for stewardship. So Crystal, Sustainable Connecticut.
The Sustainable Connecticut is hosting virtual Connecting Communities coffee hours via Zoom on Friday mornings at 10 a.m. This Friday, they're talking about the Windsor Locks Strategy for Progress on Sustainable Connecticut, equity coaching support, as well as a Lots of Fish project supported by Sustainable Connecticut. If anyone's interested, I can send you the email to register. It's Fridays at 10. Next week, it's actually going to be Thursday, but then it will go back to Fridays.
This is Jordan. Yeah, could you please send me that? Great, Crystal.
I'm sorry?
This is Jordan. Could you send that to me? Ruby too,
Yes.
I guess.
Me too. Ruby?
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Crystal Pond Project. I sent an email to Eastford, and I'm still waiting to hear what they're going to decide what to do. And then I guess under old business also, Crystal sent me an email of somebody who is interested in working on the 50-acre lot, working on the trails. So I guess Beth and Grace are going out with him.
Yeah.
There were two people I emailed you. One was a man, and then
Dan.
well, there was a man, yeah, and then there was a woman who contacted me either later that day or the next day. I forwarded you her information also. She was very interested.
Do you happen to remember her name, Crystal?
Yeah, I don't think I got that.
Let me go into, let me go into my.
O'Hare expressed an interest. Is a person called Dan O'Hare.
Yep,
Yes.
I remember.
Hayer.
Yep, I remember the first one was Dan. I'd have
I
to
didn't
go
get
back
the
into my
second one.
email for the second one.
Yeah, send me that again, because I didn't
Okay.
get a second one.
I'll be happy to do that.
Maybe it went to
well,
spam.
and actually, if you could tell that person we're going Wednesday at 5:30 if they want to come and walk it with us.
Okay, let me make notes. Are you guys meeting at the trailhead off of Pond Factory?
Yeah.
And that's this Wednesday
Yes.
at 5:30. Okay.
Yes.
And has
Dan,
Dan been,
and supposedly his wife is coming also.
okay. So Dan knows. I'll let the other lady know.
Yeah.
Can this is Ruby. I'd like to ask a question about that. It's the 50 acres of conservation property that Woodstock owns?
Yes.
Yes.
It was called the Darby property. It was given to us and we created a trail on it several years ago. We've done several walks on it, cleaning of it, and it's been on our list for a long time.
So what are they wanting to do?
Stuart, take care of it.
So then
Clean it up.
Mara and Beth should be part of getting to know them since they're on.
They're the ones who are setting it up.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I got the email from Beth when she said she could not come to the meeting. And she explained that this Dan and his wife were interested in possibly stewarding it and asked if anybody had any information. And needless to say, I had a little bit of information and forwarded that to her, and saying that we had been involved with it for a very long time. The interesting part about this is the Blue Trail that CFPA, who Beth works for, they are creating a trail that actually touches part of the property. And that's, she had the AmeriCorps group did it last year, and I'm assuming they are coming back and continuing work on their Blue Trail, which again, as I say, I think it's going to technically hook into or be very close to this property.
Cool.
Period.
I knew that, this is Jean, I knew that the trail that they were building was going to be with the Muddy Pond property down by the town beach. I didn't realize it was going to touch this property too.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat separated from each other. Does the Darby
was-
property touch the Connecticut Forest and Parks property?
Yes.
There's a road divides the two of them.
Well, it might. I was led to believe that it's the Hibbard property that he gave to CFPA, but I was led to believe that it touches part of our property, or the township property, I should say. That might be wrong. I'm not sure. But Beth probably, hopefully, will realize this. And actually, the forester I had been in touch with, he works for CFPA. And I guess I could bug him again and ask him if he knows where it is exactly.
I'm pulling up a map. Give me a moment. This is Jean.
This is
Excuse
Jordan.
me?
This is Jean. I'm trying to pull up a map.
This is Lee. It has to, I mean, there's the road going to the pond.
It's Dodge Road or something, isn't
It
it?
One's
is Dodge
across the street.
that connects.
Yeah, one's across the street from the other.
All right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was given wrong information. Wouldn't be the first time.
This is Jordan speaking. How about that land that we're doing before that we were clearing and it started raining that day? Have anything to do with this?
No,
Something different? Okay.
no, completely different.
Oh, yeah. Other side of town.
Well, I think that's great, Miss Ruby. I think it's wonderful these people want to do this.
Okay,
Wait a minute. I got it.
Okay.
Second. I hope I can do this.
Nobody cares.
We can hear you, Grace.
Okay,
Sorry.
this is the section of town we're talking about. This, if you can see my cursor moving around,
Yeah.
that's the Darby property, and up here is the Muddy Pond. This Muddy Pond, and this is the beach property. The town owns that land.
Don't know how they.
All right, never mind then.
Which is the one that I think that pull that down. Trying to figure out which is the property that connects, which is the Hibbard property. I think it's up here. So I don't know that this and this are together. I think these are different property owners. So this and these are two different properties.
Right. Okay. Grace, any communications?
I don't know. I had asked Crystal if she got a chance. She obviously got some.
Oh, our newsletter about the plant sale that didn't happen.
Right. So, Grace, there was only one item. This is Crystal. There was only one item in the mailbox. It's our Eastern Connecticut Conservation District Outlook that features rain gardens with pollinator plants and their plant sale. It didn't happen.
Sad.
Yeah.
Okay, new business. We talked about the pollinator pathway workshop. Any other workshops happen or anything coming up?
Yes, this is Jean.
Jean.
Tomorrow night at 6:30, there'll be a free workshop on riparian buffers. It will be a Zoom meeting, and the first part of the meeting will be Juliana Barrett from Sea Grant talking about the ecological functions of riparian buffers and why they're so critical in Connecticut to protect. Then following Juliana Barrett, our local celebrities, Patrick Smith and Bette Zimmerman Smith, are going to be giving a half-hour program of video clips of their wildlife camera clips from the Fen. So it's going to be a really great workshop, and I have Ruby signed up. Jordan, did you sign up? I can't remember.
But tomorrow night, I don't think so.
Okay, well, there's still spaces open. There's like 50-something people signed up for it. I'm really pleased that we have so many land use officials from all the 8 towns in the Natchog signed up. And we have someone from our planning and zoning signed up. Ruby signed up. That and Patrick will be there. Lisa Davidson signed up. She's going to try to watch from New Zealand. So, but there's still spaces available, and it's.
Oh, you don't show.
This is Jordan. Lisa Davidson. That name sounds familiar.
She's on the.
She's on our committee.
New Zealand?
What?
She's in New
She's the
Zealand?
girl who spends half the year in New Zealand.
Ah,
But she hasn't been able to get back home because of the virus. So they've just been hunkered down in New Zealand.
a poor thing.
Posting
Sure.
wonderful pictures from the ocean. They're not suffering.
So if anybody wishes to go to that workshop, they need to email me at jean.pillow@comcast.net. And that's that one. And the following week is on May 6th is the rescheduled septic system workshop that is going to overview how a septic system works and leach field works, what can go wrong, and what you do to need to keep that from happening. I've done this program before with Andy Coleman from Skips Wastewater Services. He's an excellent presenter and he makes septic systems interesting. So that's another program. That one's, I think, 7 o'clock on May 6th. And if you want to attend that workshop, shoot me an email. I'll send you a Zoom meeting link when workshop time comes around. Usually
Gene, this is Jordan. Don't we have a water one, home water systems before that at 6?
The home water system one we already did. We were supposed to have the home water one and the septic system workshop in the same night, but Andy had a family emergency and he canceled. So I still did the well water one. And if anybody's interested in watching that presentation, there's a link to it on the Eastern Connecticut Conservation District website.
Do I have to send you another email for the second part if I did the first part?
Everybody who asked to go to the first part, I send a reminder, but I'm going to do it again. So if you were on the list the first time,
Yep.
I'll send out another reminder.
This is Jordan. You have me down, right, Gene?
I will.
Thank you.
I have been, this is
Yeah, I
my, what's 1, 2, 3, 4 workshops within a month. So I've
Yeah.
been balancing a whole bunch of lists. So I
Understand
can't
that.
remember who's on them. But these are really good workshops to attend. If you have a septic system, you should know how to take care of it. And, you know, how to look for problems, how to prevent problems. So I highly recommend it. One more thing of open business. If the Eastern Connecticut Conservation District does a broad project with the pollinator pathway issues, it's going to be pollinator pathways, but with a twist. It'll be rain gardens or riparian buffers. And if we were going to do a northern hub, we would request a letter of support from the Conservation Commission that you'll be supportive of this initiative by helping with the outreach and coordinate meetings and stuff like that, which you've done because I've done it. So it wouldn't be a hard thing to do, but, you know, maybe, you know, send a letter of support to go with the grant application. The grant's not due till June 2nd, but it's a hard grant to write, so we're starting on it now.
So was that, this is Ruby, was that request,
It's a request for a letter of support.
is that something, who does the action on that? Who takes action? Lee, do you take action?
Has to be Lee, yeah.
Is Lee frozen? He's not moving.
Are you
I'll
alive?
just-
He's blinking now.
No,
He's not
no, I
moving.
couldn't hear what you were saying, Gene.
I was talking about asking for a letter of support for a Long Island Sound Future Fund grant for the Pollinator Pathway Initiative if we do 3 different centers in Woodstock.
Everybody froze on me.
I thought he was sleeping.
I think he was.
Do you guys hear me?
I can
How
hear
are
you
you doing?
now.
can hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody froze on me. So if, when the time comes that you need a letter from me, just
I know.
write the
I
letter
know
and
the
I'll sign it.
routine. Thank you, Lee.
Okay, any open discussion? Ruby,
No, thank you.
Crystal,
Nope.
Jean.
Well, there was a trash pickup for Earth Day in town. I don't know that it was sponsored by the town. I know the town was. We want to talk about that, Crystal?
Yeah, that was something Anthony was doing with the recreation, through recreation department. So it's going through the month of April. And if people email or put in the Dropbox or mail in their completed trash tracker forms from the last Green Valley, they're being entered to win a $20 gift certificate, I believe, from Sprucedale Gardens. I believe Sprucedale donated 5 $20 gift certificates, and so everybody who completes a trash pickup, tracker form and gets it to Anthony will be entered to win one. So there's still a few days left in April, so if you haven't, go for it. I don't know how many people have done it yet. I haven't.
You go around picking up garbage? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can like pick a street or in an area and pick up trash, and there's trash tracker forms from the last Green Valley. You can probably email Anthony, or they're probably available on the recreation department page of the town website. I know he's posted it on Facebook where you can download the forms. And so the last Green Valley keeps track of the trash that's picked up. So you count like how many nip bottles and how many glass, how many beer cans and how many
Cigarette butts.
cigarette butts. That's right, cigarette butts. And you just keep track, and then you turn that in, and then the last Green Valley tracks how much trash is being picked up.
And do you win by random or how much you produce?
No, it'll be random. Because we don't have a way to verify, how much you produce. And so, however, Thompson is doing something very interesting. I believe they're doing something with the nip bottles. I think it goes all year. And then at the end of the time period, they count them, and then they give you 10 cents per nip bottle or something. I said, we'd go broke if we did that. Like, we don't have the budget for that.
Well, how much can you do from $500? That's how many nip bottles? It's 10 times, so 5,000 nip bottles. We could do that in a week.
Oh, absolutely. Could absolutely.
I know how many I picked up because I was out
right.
picking trash on my street.
I mean, you can go out and pick up 100 like that. Sadly.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Jordan, anything?
I'm good.
Grace?
No.
Okay. Anything else for the good of the order? Hearing none. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion, Crystal. My name Crystal will make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay.
Second.
Any second?
Jordan. I'll second it, Jordan.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Stay well.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.
You're welcome, guys.